guys, we are here with the C.O.O. from Legion M Terri Lubaroff.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you enjoying this con?
This con is so much fun. It's not too big, and it's not too small. It's like Goldilocks. It's just right. It's one of those cons where you can really navigate and get into all the panels and enjoy everything.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
I love it too. It's like, for us, every time we go to the con, it's like friends reunion every time. It's like you always see the same people, but like it's a good feeling because you don't see them like all the time. You always see them at the con, so it's like you're just catching up, and then you just like network with new people and you make new friends every time we're here. So it's great.
It's like a high school reunion with people that you actually really love to see.
Right?
It is awesome.
Now, can you tell me, like, with all the like amazing projects that have Legion M has been doing, like the success with Mandy, did you ever think that was going to happen?
Everything Legion M does, we're hopeful that success will happen, but we don't just put things out and hope people will find it. We work really hard to bring the audience to all of our projects, and part of that is built into our model, our business model, which is that we're a fan-owned company. So our fans tell us what they want to see, and then we go after it, and they're usually pretty happy when we go after something they've said, yes, we want to do that, and they support it. So it's one of these superpowers, I like to say, that we have that other companies might not have.
Yeah, because it's pretty much different. It's totally changing the game where how like you don't have to use big corporations just to have a movie come out, because there's like so many stories that we hear that get rejected, and it's like, no, but that's what the fans want. We don't care what the critics want. We want to have what the fans want. Like so far, you guys are bringing up with the upcoming movie Token.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited for that, just to like know his background. I mean, that guy was on a total different level when creating his own language and stuff. Like, how did that come into development? Like, you just like heard from fans like, oh, we want this to happen, and then
well, getting involved in that movie, it's the first movie for us that is a PG-13 film, first of all. We've done a lot of our films, very horror, very scary, and a lot of our fans and investors were like, can you do something a little more family-friendly? So we were looking for a movie like that. We had helped Fox Searchlight on Shape of Water for their initial screenings, and kept going back to them and saying, what else do you have that might be appropriate for us to work on together? And they said, well, we have this little movie called Tolkien, and we were like, what? Yes, let's work on that. So they produced the movie. We didn't produce it, but they're hiring us to help us bring it to fans, to the fans who love Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And so it opens on May 10th, nationwide. And one of the things that Legion M is really good at is we have this platform called Meetup Maker, and anybody who wants to join other Tolkien fans for opening night weekend parties can go in and sign up for this platform and go meet like-minded individuals and have a great time, because movies are better with friends.
That's pretty amazing. Now, can you tell us more about Legion M, people who don't know what it is? Like, how did it come in like development? Like, what was the main like goal for this production?
Sure. Legion M is the world's first fan-owned entertainment company. And what that means is that we're building the company from the ground up to be owned by fans. So we're taking advantage of new equity crowdfunding laws that went into effect in 2016. So like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, when people can donate to something and they get a perk, it's kind of like that, only when people are buying stock in Legion M, they're actually gaining equity. So it's an investment. You're not just donating, you're actually getting an investment in return. And if Legion M does well, their stock will do well. So we're the first company of its kind. We were the first to launch under these new laws. We're swinging for the fences. We really hope to build a company that's worth a lot more than we're worth today. And part of the importance of equity crowdfunding to us and why we did an entertainment company was because what better business than entertainment to have fans built into your business model. And it has wildly exceeded our expectations. People have really enjoyed being part of their company and they tell us what they want, and we listen to them, and we go make movies together. It's amazing.
And then you guys are also helping like fund for like Jay and Silent Bob the reboot that's coming up next. And how you guys like? Are you guys excited about that? Like being a part of that project?
We are so excited. First of all, Kevin Smith, right? He's so amazing, and the whole team that surrounds him. Liz Destro and Jordan Monsanto are the producers of the film, and then Kevin and Jason Mewes, of course. And Kevin's been a huge supporter of Legion M since day one. Stan Lee was also a huge supporter, and one of our first projects that we shot was a virtual reality series with Stan. And the whole premise of this series was having an icon of our age being interviewed by someone that they know and trust, know and trust. And we said to Stan, who would you want to interview you? And he said, he thought for like a half a second, and he said, well, there's no one else I'd rather have interview me than Kevin Smith. And that's how we met Kevin, and he worked with us on that project and then on 2 other Stan Lee projects. And when we went to him and said, what can we do for you because you've done so much for us, he said, I have this little movie called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and we were like, say no more, we're in. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I love Kevin Smith, and like with Stan Lee, you guys worked with Stan Lee like doing his like tribute event, which was pretty amazing and like very heartful at the same time. It's just like you're still kind of continuing the dream that Stan Lee ever wanted, like for the fans and only for the fans.
Right. Stan realized that the fans are what support this industry, and he looked at them as family and as the source of his superpower. He didn't see them as numbers, he didn't see them as consumers, and that's what Legion M is trying to embrace. Like, our fans are not our consumers, they're our community, they're our family. Everything we do, whether it's an event like Wonder Con, or we have a lounge at Sundance, and our members and investors are our VIPs at our lounge at Sundance, everything we do is for our fans. And all the decisions we make is with a mind towards, would this be what our fans want? But we don't just guess, we actually ask them. We find out what they want, they tell us, and then we go do it.
And like with Legion M, are there upcoming projects that you're excited about?
So many. How much time do we have?
We're here all day.
Oh, great. I hope you get comfortable. Grab some popcorn. So one of my favorite projects that I'm working on right now is our very first comic book.
Really?
Yes, and it is called Girl with No Name. It is a one-shot comic book, which means it's a self-contained story. It's 40 pages long. It's a larger format book than traditional comics. And what's special about this particular project to me is that it is an all-female artist team.
Oh, that's pretty amazing.
Which is, I'm so proud. And it's a Western. It's a female-driven Western. And a lot of the artists that we went to said, nobody has ever asked me to draw a Western before, and I love Westerns. So I'm super proud of it. We're going to turn it into a feature film. We have a director on it, Tanya Wexler, who directed Hysteria, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful project. And it's available on Kickstarter right now for pre-sales.
Okay, great. So when does that comic actually come out? Do you know?
So we'll probably have it to the people who buy the pre-sale copies in June.
Great. And where can they find Legion M?
It's www.legionm.com.
And they can find them on Instagram, Twitter, and all that?
It's Legion M Official on Instagram and Twitter. We also have a couple Facebook pages, and we have a very active members-only Facebook group. If you go up and sign up for to be part of that Facebook group, you kind of get into the community and get a feel for what it's like to be an owner of a movie studio.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Go check that out. They're doing amazing work, and they have so many creators that they're working with, and it's pretty amazing, and you're going to enjoy it. Thank you so much for your time and talking with us.
Thank you.